Hello Virgo, and welcome to your full moon in Leo reading for February the 17th, 2022. Card has come out with it. Major decision making to do, Virgos, or that has been done. This is a big reading. One card on the floor. One card is a jumping. Oh, my nails. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh. Okay, so first card out is the Lovers. Now, the Lovers used to be called a choice. It does talk about a divine union, but for me, this talks about making a huge decision. Okay, and this Lovers is at nighttime. And as always, we have the apple tree. We've got the whole Garden of Eden vibe going on. And I think that could be a big full moon in the background. And we also have the moon card. So, lots of moons on your moon reading. Now, this is a choice which has some weight to it. I don't want to freak anyone out, but when I get this card, I always feel the responsibility to say, when I feel channeled to like right now, the decisions you make now are greatly influencing your future. These are not just like, what am I going to have for breakfast type of decisions. These are big deal decisions. And it's probably to do with a relationship of some kind, whether that's family, friends, lover, situationship, whatever it is. Lover. Okay. Death card in the upright. So your Lovers was in the reverse. So this to me speaks about you've made a decision, the decision has been made, maybe the universe made a decision for you. And I don't think you're very much in balance right now with your masculine and feminine, which regardless of your gender, we all have masculine and feminine energy inside of us. And if we're too yin or too yang in one way, giving out energy, it can affect our relationships and situationships. So you need to ask yourself, am I being too empathic? Am I being too compassionate? Am I being too forgiving? Because that's your divine feminine. And if that's the case, you need to be working on your divine masculine. And if you're divine masculine, where am I to work on your divine masculine? You need to ask yourself, where can I say no? Where can I stand up for myself? If you're not standing up for yourself, that's what you need to be working on. So I don't know if that made sense. Yeah, so there has been some sort of decision being made with that Lovers in the reverse, and then we get the Death card. It's quite a morbid Death card, like most of them are. It's quite eerie. So unfortunately, the Death card is such a powerful card of rebirth and transformation, and things are not going to be the same. Full stop, end of discussion in this situation. Things have changed. There's nothing you can do to stop it. There's nothing you can do to hold it back. It is what it is. And we also get the Ten of Swords. Again, another ending card. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. You might need to have a very honest conversation with someone where you lay your cards on the table. This Ten of Swords has, I love this Ten of Swords. This is the Modern Witch Tarot. Don't know if I mentioned that. And this Ten of Swords has a girl lying on some rocks, on some crystals and rocks. I don't know. Texting her friends, probably pretending like everything's okay when it's really not okay. Texting or pretending to someone that everything's okay when it's really not okay. Now this could be 10 years, 10 months, 10 weeks. Could have something to do with October, the month 10. But there's so many things that have been built up over a long period of time that has hurt you and that needs to come out. There needs to be some sort of cathartic energy put into this of, this is really how I feel. This is how you've made me feel. And this might be what you feel like doing around about the time of the full moon. Which I always say, normally, try and be careful because the full moon is explosive energy anyway, and conversations normally don't go to plan, but it looks like these cards, with the moon in the reverse, which we'll just come to, and this death card, which is the strongest card on the table of this rebirth and transformation. I don't think you're going to have a choice when this conversation or event or whatever it is happens. I don't think... It doesn't seem like an event. It doesn't seem like something coming rushing in. It seems more like if it's an event, it's an internal event more than an external event. I think it's going to be one of those ones that just like kind of happens. So if that happens around about the time of the full moon, because this is your full moon reading, then so be it. And sometimes we need that courage, because I mean, all the Virgos that I know, I have loads of Virgos in my family that I absolutely, in particular, that I absolutely just adore. And Virgos can be so fair. They can be so diplomatic and fair in your mind and your head, and diplomatic in that way. So maybe it's time for you to say what needs to be said, even if it's not really what you want. And sometimes, like I said, that full moon energy might just be the boost that you need to have that confidence or to have that fire, because it is a fire moon, it's a full moon in Leo, to finally have that conversation, even if it's not on the 16th or 17th. I mean, the full moon energy for me lasts all the way up until the new moon, really. I mean, it's 2 days before and 2 days after, but the full moon in Leo has kicked off that energy, and it's going to just continue to grow and kind of bounce into the next full moon, new moon, full moon. We get the Page of Pentacles. Patience. For me, this is almost like a new inkling of something new. It's solid, it's a pentacle, you can hold it in your hands. It's not the Ace of Pentacles, so it's not like overwhelming and solid and yes, here we go, new beginning. It's much more of a, okay, I can see where I can go from here. I can make my next moves. I have some solid information now, or I have some solid plans, and I'm going to move forward. I can now move forward. At least, I think whatever this conversation is, at least brings you some sort of solidness that wasn't there before. And we get the moon in the reverse. So I'll show you in the upright. That's a card of Pisces, Neptune and Pisces. And I love this card, particularly in this deck, because normally there's always something crawling out the water. And in this one, it's actually a woman or a demon. Or what's it called? Not succubus. Is it succubus? Yeah. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Something's crawling out the water here, and what that is just information. Like, it's not to scare you. It's just that it's like when the tide comes in and then it goes out and you can see clearly now. That's how it feels. When the moon goes into the reverse, you can see clearer. When it's in the upright, it's the moon causing havoc because the moon casts shadows and things aren't seen properly. It goes into the reverse and you can see clearly now. So at least this is some sort of clarity. It's news, it's information, it's finding things out. And like I said, this could even be internally like, why didn't I see that? That type of feeling. Or it could be external information coming through. It does, because it is Neptune, it does have the energy of the subconscious, of dreams and secrets, and all of these connotations to them, which is coming up with this full moon. So things around about this full moon might feel clearer and more, clear, and just able to see what you haven't been able to see before this full moon. That's what I'm getting for you. I'm going to take a quick oracle card for the end of your reading, Virgo. Okay, well, for those of you that are like a little bit panicked about that succubus crawling out of the water, we get loyal heart. which is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. If this is what you're worried about, for those of you that did have that panic, don't be. There is some kind of loyal heart underneath this situation. I mean, obviously it could be yours, but, and like I said, with this masculine, feminine energy being out of whack, maybe you should be asking yourself, where have I been too loyal to people? But overall, the message of this is the loyal heart is there. Okay, and it's 2 owls, and it's beautiful. There aren't many love cards in that deck of oracle cards, and that is one of them, and it's beautiful. And then we get yin energy, which is the opposite of our moon coming up, because that's fire energy, it's yang. This is yin, so it's peace. So this is taking some quiet time around about this full moon to meditate, which I know if you're not into that, then you're not into that. Maybe even just go for a walk, listen to music, try and find some sort of calmness for the right information to come through to you, for the confidence to have this conversation that you need to have, or the confidence to come through this transformation. Okay, Virgo, it was lovely to read for you, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you around about the new moon.